What the frick is up, Gucci gang? So, I'm in the new truck, obviously. It's not a SS clone, unfortunately. But, yeah, I've had this truck here now. I think it was a month, like yesterday or 2 days ago. It was a month that I've had it. So, so yeah, I don't know. It was just a random day. I was just working, and Everardo sends me a listing on Marketplace of a 5.0 4x4 single cab. I've been wanting a new truck for a while. I just hadn't found one that I liked, and that was actually 4x4 and 5.0. They're usually the 2.7 liter or they're 2-wheel drive. But so bam, texted the guy. He said he couldn't hold it for the next day, well, the next morning, which is like 12 hours. He said he couldn't hold it unless I gave him a deposit. But I figured, you know what? I'll just leave really early in the morning, and odds are no one will beat me to it. And if they do beat me to it, I didn't want to give a $300 deposit. The truck was in Utah, and we're in Vegas. So it was like in Salt Lake City. So it was like 5 hours. It was a little bit south of Salt Lake City. And so the next day we left like at 1 a.m. Unfortunately, my co-pilot was dead asleep. Got to the first gas station. My boy was still asleep. First fill up of the trip. How much do you think it's gonna be? Whoever is further away gets to pay the gas.
43.
43, okay, so if I get closer, you have to pay, because you lose. Why are you wearing cycle money to go to sit in a car all day long? We're gonna fill up with $79. Dude, you know what I was thinking? Because look at these prices. $4.09 for 91. What if we just drive over here every time we need gas? We're gonna save like 70 cents a gallon. You never thought about that one, did you?
I mean, how far are we?
That's not what it's about. That means you get to pay.
Oh, for gas? Bro, I'm so sorry. They went for the truck.
Oh, you want to pay for the truck? Oh, shoot. And I was really tired. I decided I need a sleep chat because I don't want to crash. I slept, and my boy was snoring so loud that I couldn't sleep. I had to get my AirPods. Thankfully, I took my AirPods, which is rare because why would I take AirPods if I'm driving? Took my AirPods, and I put some rain sounds. And I don't know if you guys have listened to rain sounds. Sometimes they have like the curve of like where it starts, they have like the rain sound, like the music. It has like every like 3 minutes I'd wake up because it would start and then it would stop, and it was just so annoying, and I just couldn't sleep. And then I realized, shoot, I could just go to the settings and fade the music. You might be saying, Kevin, you should have just looked for one that didn't have the stop, like you could hear it. But I had just switched from Apple Music to Spotify. Like I have my thing on Apple Music, but I had just switched from it. So I was just going through it. I got like 20 minutes of sleep. We drove the rest. It was like, well, I drove the rest. It was like two hours or 1 hour. I don't remember. But we drove the rest, and my boy woke up when we were like 5 minutes out. We looked at the truck. We got a price. What is up, Gucci gang? We're here at the dealership, allegedly. There's a truck. We're trying to get it. He's negotiating. I'm just standing here, nodding and waving. Here's the truck, by the way. Now, we haven't told them that we're going to be financing it through Bank of America, so through a different credit union, which will probably get me a better APR. So they still think, you know, I'm gonna get it with them, and they'll probably put it up my butt. So I think some of the little things that were messed up, I don't know what it was. This fog light right here, it's got freaking mold. You got a frog in there probably. It's a little rock chip. It's got traction bars. Got the interior. I mess with the American flag. Got the manual seats, the poverty seats. Got the small screen. We do got the 4 high, 4 low. I'm a big fan of that. Fortunately, it does have 56,000 miles for a 23. So this thing has been more ran through than a vape at a party. Once we got a price, we told them, hey, I'm actually pre-approved, brother. I don't need your credit union. They weren't too happy, but they gave us a purchase order or the purchase form or something that we then submit to Bank of America, which was who I was pre-approved with. They had told me that if I wanted to finance through their credit union, that they needed $4,000 to $7,000 down, which is bizarre, especially because I'm already pre-approved at my bank with 0 down. So we just came out the closet. Pause. We've got the retail purchase agreement because we're going to Bank of America. Submitted the form. Bank of America calls me, hey, this is no good. It's missing this, that. At this point, we were at Chipotle. We were eating because I hadn't eaten. And I was getting hangry. So I gave the bank the dealership's number, They called them, hey, they said, hey, they don't answer. They called me back and said, hey, they don't answer. So from there, we went back to the dealership. And once I was at the dealership, I called the bank and they told them right there, like, hey, we need this, this, and this, and that on this paper. Dealership said no. Now, if I'm not mistaken, what they needed on the paper, on the purchase order or purchase form or something like that, it was a title transfer request or something like that. But basically, Bank of America wanted it to be under a Nevada title, since I was gonna be in Nevada instead of wherever the title came from. The truck says it wasn't a Nevada truck. I don't know. So Bank of America said, and I explained it to ChatGPT, and they said it makes sense. So at this point, it's Bank of America and ChatGPT versus this really small dealership. So who do I trust? Bank of America and definitely ChatGPT. Drove 5 hours. I was like, shucks, whatever. It's an F-150 at the end of the day. There's plenty. I was kind of bummed out. Thankfully, my boy drove the rest of the way back. I was dead asleep the whole time. And yeah, I was kind of bummed out because, you know, drive 5 hours to 5 hours back, and you just come back with the same thing. The next day, you know, I'm like, dang it, but let's keep looking. So I look in Arizona, and I see 3 trucks. A black one, a blue one, and the gray one. Now, the gray one is in a small dealership, so I'm kind of like, should I go? Bam! The next day, go to Arizona, look at the black truck, but they were really firm on price. So you go look at the blue truck, we get there, the truck is really lifted. It's really ugly. It was just, I was not a fan of that truck. But all the mods were reversible, which is okay because it's just a stock F-150. Just with the lift, an ugly bumper, and a matte wrap. I could just peel the wrap off. I could take off the lift kit, take off the bumper, get an OEM bumper, and we're back. You know, take off the ugly wheels, and we're back. We get there, we go on a test drive, the truck doesn't even start. So that truck has been sitting there because it's ugly, no one wants it.
Literally brand new tires too.
The guy goes inside to the dealership, he grabs a jumper and he jumps it. And then we go on a test drive. The guy's telling us about how it's been sitting and about how the dealership actually got the truck on a trade-in and they did the mods. So they put the lift, they put the bumper, they put the wheels, and the wrap, it wasn't actually, well, it was a wrap, but it was a PPF wrap. So it was a clear bra. So it was like a matte PPF, and it was an Expo PPF, which is pretty expensive if I'm not mistaken. But it had been sitting. So I was like, you know what, we could probably get a good deal out of this. So yeah, the guy was very optimistic. He could knock down maybe some money and then you could take it, man. So at that point, I'm excited because, I mean, everything's reversible. I don't really mind. And the truck was already at an okay price. And then it had the Expo PPF, which is pretty cool. So we go to sit down, talk numbers. We give him a price. And the guy went up to like his higher upper, I guess. And the guy told him, no, we're firm on the truck. We spent too much money on this truck. We can't let it go any lower. So we go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We go eat. At that point, I'm hungry, I'm hangry, tired. I drove the whole way over there. I was just done. So we got food, and then we decided to go back to the dealership of the blue truck. And we're like, brother, just knock down $1,000 and we'll take it. They said, no can do. And at that point, I was already 15 hours in of just traveling to look for a darn F-150. I was like, dude, you know what? We're already in Arizona. Let's go back to the black truck. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. And by the way, you might be wondering, Kevin, what about the gray truck? Well, the gray truck was in a small dealership. And I don't want to deal with small dealerships because, first of all, small dealership is just annoying. And second of all, since I was planning on using my loan, I had to get a purchase order from the dealership and then submit it to Bank of America. And then Bank of America, once approved, they have to send down a check via the mail. And then we'll get to them in like 2 to 3 days. So I'd have to wait 2 to 3 days to take the truck home. And I don't want to come back. So then we go to this other big dealership with the black truck. And we're like, brother, give me $1 off and a match stamp poster that he had on his desk. And I'll take it, brother. And they're like, let me go talk to my manager. Talks to his manager. And bam, we get the black truck. He also did give me a hat. So we got the hat, we got $1 off, and we got a match stamp and poster card, which I think is a win.
Did we get that with the deal?
Okay, $1 off?
Yeah, we'll get you.
The max staffing thing? 2 hats?
2 hats.
2.
Let me
check the inventory.
What can I say? I'm pretty good at negotiating. But anyway, this is the truck 2024 F-150. So you might be wondering, Kevin, why don't you just order one on the Ford dealership and then you get a brand new 0 miles? Well, I tried. Well, no, I didn't try. I considered it. I called the dealership and they told me, brother, it'll get here in 3 to 4 months by the end of the year. And I was like, dude, I want this truck right now. Why would I want it in 3 to 4 months? At that point, like, I don't even want it anymore. I just figured, you know what? I'll just take the slightly used And I do want to boost it, so I don't really mind that it has 25,000 miles. And it had a tonneau cover, had a leveling kit, has wheels, so I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not that bad. But then a couple of days ago, I saw there was a brand new F-150, 0 miles at my local Ford dealership. So I'm like, dang, maybe I should have waited. But whatever, we're already here. We already got the truck. But yeah, this is the truck. I think it's kind of cool. It's like driving a new truck, but short. And like, you could feel it's light. It's like the red truck. But yeah, it's a 4x450. So we got to boost it. And then, yeah, man. Catch me at the no prep races soon. Race it against my truck, the red one. But the red one has a really bad tune, which it got tuned by a guy here in Vegas. Horrible tune. He didn't even tune it. He remote tuned it, bro. Genuinely, I literally paid for a base remote. I paid $450 for a base remote. Now, I'm not gonna say the guy's name, but it starts with an O and it ends with a M-A-R. Make sure you guys shop at kevinscoolstore.com. Putting up to the mail right now. Yeah, we ship stuff out. Well, I ship stuff out. I ship stuff out within 24 hours of the order being placed, because what good is having the best product in the world if you have really slow shipping? That's no good. Kevin's Cool Store, we ship stuff out within 24 hours of the order being placed. And we got the best RGB rings, we got the best grills, we got the best and only SS badge alignments, and we got more stuff coming up. Stuff that I use, stuff that I believe in. In the beginning, there was a bit of issues with the shipping, but that was sorted out. That was just my mistakes. But that's all sorted out. And we got a ton of packages here to ship out. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And thank you.